So last Sunday evening, my family and I, we were sitting in the living room and we were looking to watch a movie that everybody could watch together. And we were on Netflix and we ended up choosing Kabhi Khushi Kabhie Gham. And that kind of just took me on the thought track with like why? Why did we choose Kabhi Khushi Kabhie Gham? Because that movie is really old now. Like it released in 2000. It's 20 years old. It's older than me. I am 19. And yet we chose to watch this film. Why? Like Karan Johar must have done something right for us to sit around and watch this movie 20 years later. We all know that Karan Johar's films are filled with like opulence and extravagance and whatever more adjective you can find for richness and a lot of emotions. Like it's packed with emotions. You're like crying and you're laughing and all of that. And also a lot of bizarre stuff like SRK getting off a helicopter to get to his house. That is what takes it to a little bit of like what the hell kind of. But I really think that worked because at that time people wanted to watch that. People even now want to watch what they cannot have, and obviously it's always fun to watch the lives of the rich. It's just that 20 years earlier it was different because now we see everything. We see expensive stuff, we see expensive cars, homes, all of this, everything you see on the internet. But at that time, I imagine 20 years earlier, it's something that was you disconnected from totally. It's something that you saw only on the screens, and that's why I think people really like to watch it that much. But I don't think so that works anymore because, for example, in Student of the Year 2, the story wasn't that great at all, and plus the whole richness aspect of it just made the story more unrealistic. Like there are so many jokes about people talking about like nobody has ever been to a college like this. Like where is Tiger Shroff and Ananya Pandey and Tara Sutaria going to for college? So that doesn't work anymore. So the timing of K3G worked really well, and also Karan Johar had a really good story that connected with a lot of people. There are the Raichans, Jaya Bachchan and Amitabh Bachchan. They adopt this baby SRK, then he grows up, he's their pride, and then they have the second kid which was played by Hrithik Roshan. SRK comes back for Diwali, he falls in love with Kajol, who's a middle class girl, she's not as rich as them, but they still fall in love. He goes to tell his father, but his father's against it.
बस कह दिया ना कह दिया.
And then he's like, okay, fine, you're my father, I cannot betray you. He goes to tell Kajol that, sorry, I can't marry you. At the same time, Kajol also really loves her father and he passes away. When he sees that, he decides to get married with her, which does not go well with his father, and he disowns him. And that's what, gives the hit to SRK, and then he leaves. And then there is the story of Hrithik Roshan trying to get back SRK to the family and get the whole family together again while Jaya Bachchan's crying. So this whole story actually worked really well with the Indian audience because we are really emotional people, and also we are really close to our parents. Maybe not emotionally or mentally, but physically. But like compared to the West, it's really different in India, where our whole culture is about respecting our parents and being really close with them. I don't know if you guys have seen this amazing interview of Aishwarya Rai.
By the way, do you live with your parents? Is that true?
Yes.
Now, is that common in India for older children to live with their parents?
It's fine to live with your parents because it's also common in India that we don't have to take appointments with our parents to meet for dinner. So.
And that kind of sums up everything. But also K3G had some really good dialogues, and that's what made it so emotional and funny. Even today when we watch the films, we know all the dialogues, we know Kajol's funny bit.
सुबह सुबह तुम्हारा चेहरा देखा काय का लवली डे झूठी झूठी आजा
We know all the emotional parts between the parents and the children and between the brothers and all of that. And then there is Pooh. She's just so iconic. Like even today you see people put Pooh Bunny Parvati in their Instagram captions, and that is like the power of Pooh. Another thing that worked really well for the film was the songs and the cast. And I've actually read the autobiography of Karan Johar, An Unsuitable Boy, and in that he talks about the casting and the songs of this movie. And I don't think so there is anybody who can bring together a cast that is that powerful and has that kind of a stardom other than Karan Johar. Like that movie had Amitabh Bachchan, Shah Rukh Khan, Jaya Bachchan, Kajol, Kareena Kapoor, and so many people like Farida Jalal, all of those people, Alok Nath. Even though I cannot watch K3G anymore without thinking of Alok Nath from whatever I have heard from the media. But anyway, getting back to the point, nobody can bring together a cast like that anymore without it becoming kalank. Another interesting thing that Karan Johar said in his autobiography is that the reason the cast works really well is because their songs are really well balanced and their characters are really well balanced. Like for example, Shah Rukh Khan and Kajol had 2 songs before the interval, and Hrithik Roshan and Kareena Kapoor had 2 songs after the interval. So that way the whole cast was really balanced and they all had really equal parts. So as you can tell, my and my family's evening of watching K3G was a successful, happy time, and we actually really had a lot of fun watching it. Yes, I like Kabhi Khushi Gum, and some of you might be wondering, like, okay, you like it, what is the big deal? There are mainly 2 things about this. First is that I am on a movie related YouTube channel, and somehow there is this thing where I am supposed to be appreciating cinema which is considered good cinema, you know, like, you know what I mean. And also I go to a media college, so that is basically like going to a 50% film school, and what we are taught there is that there is 2 kinds of cinema mainly, and one is like the art cinema, which is really artistic, and then there is the masala commercial cinema, box office and all of that. And it's kind of like this unsaid rule where the art cinema is supposed to be the better one. Like nobody says it, but you kind of get it. And when people get together and meet and talk in groups about movies, they're always talking about all the intellectual meaning behind something, or like the symbolism in the way a table has been kept and all of that. I also actually really like watching those films. There's a certain kind of satisfaction and joy you get from there, but the kind of joy you get from watching those films is more of like appreciation and, you know, appreciating how beautiful the art and the craft of filmmaking is, and that's the fun in watching those kind of movies. But my thing has always been that I grew up in a very normal Indian household, so whatever was coming on TV is what I watched, and most of the times they were really commercial masala films, even though a lot of them were really good, and that's what I kind of grew up watching. Even though I watched a lot of war films in school, my first introduction to art cinema, intellectual cinema, I don't know what to call this anymore, but that kind of cinema was only in college. That's where my way of looking at films actually just kind of turned in college. But like I said earlier, I grew up watching films that were coming on TV, which are Kabhi Khushi Kabhi Gum, Kuch Kuch Hota Hai, Hum Aapke Hai Kaun, Hum Saath Saath Hai, and I have really clear point of views of how I see these movies. Like, I hate Hum Aapke Hai Kaun, but I really like Hum Saath Saath Hai for some reason. Oh my god, this is so... I'm feeling ashamed for no reason. See, again, this is the point. Like, I shouldn't be ashamed of this. I grew up watching these films and I genuinely love them, and I'm going to own up to them. So yeah, this is kind of like a rant video. Rant over. Tell me how it was. Sorry. It's going to rain. Why does the lighting always get messed up when I want to shoot? जिंदगी में अगर कुछ बनना हो, कुछ हासिल करना हो, तो अपने दिल की सुनो, और अगर दिल से जवाब ना आए तो अपनी आंखें बंद करके अपने माता पिता को याद करो, और what does he say? और चंदू के चाचा ने चंदू की चाची को चांदनी रात पे चंदू के चाचा ने चंदू की चाची को चांदनी रात में चांद की चटनी चटाई. चंदू की चाचा ने चंदू की चाची को चांदनी रात पे चटनी चटाई. Is that right? चंदू के चाचा ने चंदू की चाची को चांदी के चमचे से चांदनी रात पे चटनी चटाई. I don't even think I know this anymore. Oh shit, what the fuck?